Yeah, these people have been, Willie, they've been among the most vocal critics of Donald Trump. Everybody remembers Robert De Niro at an award show standing up on stage and dropping an F-bomb directly on the president's head. And that piece of video, the De Niro video, featured very prominently in the propaganda film that Steve Bannon released at the beginning of the midterm elections back around Labor Day. Robert De Niro, very much a bogeyman, along with George Soros and along with Maxine Waters, and the kind of person who is a staple of far-right anti-democratic rhetoric. Someone who's called out frequently in Republican ads and Republican rhetoric. I can't quite remember whether President Trump has ever explicitly singled him out, but certainly he is the kind of person who who has become a figure of hatred for many on the right, who see him as a figure of hatred on the left. Look, the composite picture here, Robert De Niro fits right in with the other recipients of these packages in terms of the role that he has come to play and the position that he occupies in the political cultural firmament. This is not one that deviates from the pattern. It's one that reinforces the pattern of where these bombs have been sent out over the course of the last 24 hours.
Well, in fact, John, to answer your question, you'll remember at the Tony Awards in June, as Robert De Niro was introducing Bruce Springsteen, he did say F Trump a couple of times, and the president did respond, writing this in a tweet. Robert De Niro, a very low IQ individual, has received too many shots to the head by real boxers in movies. I watched him last night. Truly believe he may be punch drunk. I guess he doesn't realize the economy is the best it's ever been, with employment being at an all-time high and many companies pouring back into our country. Wake up, punchy, wrote the President of the United States. So, John, again, we want to say what we've said a couple of times this hour, and I'll say it again. We do not know who is sending these packages. The FBI has not determined that yet. The NYPD does not know yet. That's a fact. But what we can say is that this long list now, up to 8 people who have received the packages or that they've been intercepted and intended for, fit a certain profile of Democrats for the most part and people who have been in conflict with Donald Trump in public view.
Yes, and not, again, not just people who've been in conflict with Donald Trump. They have been the marquee names of the anti-Trump, of the resistance, of the anti-Trump Democratic critics of Donald Trump, and they have also been not just that, but they have also been the most high-profile targets in many cases of the president's rhetoric when he has attacked the left. We've seen it again. We played all the video. We can play it all day long. These are people who have been fierce critics of the president's and then have become whipping people, whipping boys and whipping girls, whatever you want to call them, for the president on the stump. And again, not just in the president's rhetoric, but also in the rhetoric of a lot of conservative media, whether it's in the form of advertising, whether it's in the form of online commentary, whether it's in the social media. These are people who you hear cited again and again and again in conservative rhetoric as the people who, quote, hate Donald Trump or hate America. That this list is pretty much the rogues gallery that the right has decided to target.